I'm just returning your call on our interest in our 2021 Range Rover, trading in a 2022 Jeep Wagoneer. To confirm, you have 101,000 miles, right?
Yes.
We had a recent repossession last year, actually. What was that about?
We got the car. I was trying to rent it out. That didn't go so well. Basically, just gave it back to the dealership. I was like, I can't do nothing with it. Obviously, it's a repo.
And you have two addresses on the application. It says there's one Fort Lauderdale and one in Atlanta, Georgia. Where do you live?
In Fort Lauderdale.
I've submitted to like 6 different banks. One came back, but you would need $30,000 down because of the negative equity. Last payoff I pulled from your Jeep Wagoneer is $42,000. The highest I can offer in your Jeep Wagoneer would be $26,000. So that means you're about $15,000 in negative equity. How much money do you have down?
About $5,000, $6,000.
You have a 593 credit score is what I pulled. And unfortunately, with that and recent repossession, no bank is going to be able to carry over that negative equity and then get you approved in this Range Rover.
I'm confused as to why this woman is trying to get into this Range Rover with only a 593 credit score. She's got $15,000 upside down on a Jeep Wagoneer that has over 100,000 miles. They want $30,000 down. What are we talking about here? And the crazy part is, people like this will take these deals all day long. All day long. They don't have any type of thought. They don't have any type of critical thinking. They say, you know what? I'm just going to get into this Range Rover, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get it. This is insane, man. Insane numbers.
Okay. Básicamente, él no puede hacer nada. Entonces, él me está diciendo que yo tengo el crédito mal. ¿Tú me puedes hacer el cosign? Sí. Okay, my boyfriend says he will co-sign with me.
Okay, what's his credit score?
It's like 532, something like that. 532 plus my 590, that should get us where we need to be.
What do you mean? Explain that to me.
590 plus 530. That puts me in 1,000 points in the credit.
That's not how credit scores work. Don't ever co-sign for someone, especially for someone that you're not married to, because basically co-signing means that if this person doesn't pay, that means you as a co-signer are on the hook for this payment. Now, if neither one of you pay, both of your credit scores are going to get hit, and there could be a chance that they break up. They stop paying the payments on the vehicle, and both of them are responsible for it. Do not ever co-sign for something. If you need a co-signer, you obviously cannot even afford, let alone you can't afford to finance it, let alone buy the vehicle. Like, come on.
I should be approved then.
The highest credit score you can get is 900. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Me está diciendo que no se puede hacer nada. Imagínate que la gente dicen algo en Instagram y cuando tú la llames a ellos.
Que yo entiendo todo, ¿ok? I understand Spanish and I speak Spanish. Cuando un cliente tiene un crédito bueno, sí, yo puedo ayudarle, pero tú tienes crédito no bueno, también un carro no bueno, tienes 5,000, 6,000 cash down payment, no puedes hacerle un trato. Vamos a hacer un trato, comprar un carro más barato, work on your credit, y después de un año vamos a hacer una aplicación por un Range Rover porque ahora tu crédito es malo, no puedes hacer nada.
You're saying to me, if I get a cheaper car with my 5-6 grand down, I stay in the car, and then later you're going to help me get the Range Rover, right?
Buy a cheaper car, or just keep the Jeep Wagoneer, use that 5 grand, pay off some debt, and then wait 6 months, and then let's reapply for something.
Well, I mean, she's already in the Jeep Wagoneer. She might as well keep the $5,000, put that towards the Jeep Wagoneer, and just keep the damn car. Like, what's wrong with it? It's always cheaper to just fix the car you got than to get another one, unless the engine blows up, something like that, you know. But that doesn't happen all that often. She just wants to get into a Range Rover no matter what.
Right. I'm going to do what you say. I appreciate your time today.
No problem.
Explain things to me.
Yes, absolutely.
I have pretty bad credit, but I have a car right now that I'm financing that is really high monthly payment, and it's not a very fuel efficient car.
Okay. What is the monthly payment at, if you don't mind me asking?
$679, which is really high, and then the van is just not efficient.
Okay.
It's too big.
Let's go out to that vehicle right now.
I will say it is a little messy.
Yeah, you did that.
I cleaned it, as good as I could.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see your keys. I'll scan it in my system, take some good pictures. We got to trade in. She owes on it. I'll go get it for you.
Fresh start with the trade.
Yes.
What is the trade?
It's a 2020 Dodge Grand Caravan. 86,000 miles on it. What can you do for me?
The problem is right now, even in perfect condition, the Caravan is only looking for somewhere around $9,000-$10,000. So it's not about getting an approval as far as what the bank sees. The problem is that rolling that much negative over around $15,000 is god awful expensive, really hard to do on you. So we can get you out of the Caravan and into another vehicle, but it has to be something where loan to value percentage is not like crazy high. So inexpensive commuter cars, once you add the 15,000 onto it, that loan to value is like 200%, like double what the car is almost.
Crazy.
So it would have to be something that's like a larger SUV, something like a Pathfinder, like a Murano, something like that. And by doing that though, you're taking $400 or $600 in payment from negative equity on that Caravan to even be able to do it. So we have to trade the car because of the banks that we use.
Right.
By doing that, that's going to be something that's like, depending on how good the approval comes back with the negative equity on there, even with mom on there, that's going to be like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 after you roll that much negative. And that would jump your credit up right away, and it would give you something to actually rely on.
So I'm open to it. Yes, if we can do no down payment.
We'll get to working on it then.
We want to congratulate Ms. on their brand new purchase of their 2025 Pathfinder. It's been a task, it's been an ordeal. They didn't think we were able to get it done, but we did.
Oh my God. So let's recap. She came into this dealership with a 2020 Dodge Caravan. Don't even know why you'd purchase that because there's so much better minivans, Honda Odyssey, Toyota Camry, Toyota Sienna. Not the issue. She originally wanted to get rid of the Caravan because it's too big and it's too expensive for gas. But she ends up in a Nissan Pathfinder, which is even bigger. And I don't know what kind of gas it takes, but I'm pretty sure it takes premium. What exactly did she accomplish here? Because now her payment is probably double what her payment originally was, which was I think $679. Her payment is probably over $1,000. And since she got a brand new vehicle, she has to have full coverage, obviously. And I'm pretty sure her insurance is way more expensive than it was for that Caravan. What was the point of this transaction? This woman was looking for a new payment, and you can't blame the dealership because the dealership is only gonna do what you want them to do. You wanted them to get you into this new car, no matter what. They pulled some strings, they got it done, and now it's your problem, not the dealership's problem, because the dealership already got paid. Crazy.
Let them know that coming to the Fresh Start program is definitely worthwhile, and let us help. We're here to help.
37 grand of negative equity on this one. So recently I had a lady call in asking about our 2025 Bronco Raptor. She's currently driving a 2024 Chevy EV Blazer and she absolutely hates it. So of course the dealership.
Yeah, $37,000 in negative equity. I'm telling you, these electric vehicles are horrible when it comes to resale values. I recently looked up Mercedes EQS 2023, brand new. The top model was going for like $130,000. Now they're like $60,000. 2 years later, $60,000, lost more than half of its value in 2 years. That's the electric vehicle tax that you get.
That sells it to her tells her that she's going to save all this money in gas and she's going to, not have to charge it that often. That EV Blazers hold their value very well. A fully electric vehicle in Wisconsin.
There's no such thing as an EV that holds its value. That's rule number one. Rule number two, you may save yourself some gas, but if you have a damaged battery cell, that battery is like a good $20,000, $30,000.
Holds its value very well. And it's going to do great in the winter, and you're not going to have to worry about paying all this money in gas, and what you're going to be able to save, you're going to spend on something else. So of course she buys the vehicle, and she's driving, and she's spending all of her days charging it now, and she drives for work, and she absolutely hates the thing. So of course we're doing our best to help her. So we take a look at her vehicle, and Kelley Blue Book, a very good rating, is coming back around 28 grand, while Carfax is coming back around 27, and she owes $67,000 on this vehicle. So
$67,000 on a vehicle that is worth less than $30,000. That's a lot, man. That is insane. This is why I'm never buying an electric vehicle. Maybe a hybrid, but electric, absolutely not. That is
So I
insane.
tell her, I'm like, look, you're rolling over 37 grand of negative equity. So we're talking over the phone, and she tells me, oh yeah, I know I'm going to lose some money or a lot of money on it. Just get me out of this thing. I can't stand it anymore. So I'm like, okay, happy to help you. Luckily, the vehicle that she's looking at is a Bronco Raptor with 18 grand in rebates. So that's going to help us kind of eat up that negative equity. So that way, when the bank approves her, if they do, you know, that she's not rolling over, you know, in their eyes, she's not rolling over 37 grand. She's rolling over still a lot, but not as much. She fills out a credit app, sends it into our dealership, and immediately we're looking at it. Her husband are on it, and everything is on there, all of the information. And so immediately we look at it, we see the negative equity, we see what they make, we see their credit scores, and immediately we're like, this is not a car deal. There's no way we can help her. So of course we spend the entire day fighting with the bank, negotiating on her behalf, and fighting and fighting and fighting and doing our best until finally a bank comes back with an approval. So I give her a phone call and I'm like, hey, we have an approval for you. You're gonna need a couple grand of money forward. And she was thrilled. So the next morning they come in, they test drive the vehicle, and they bought it. Her loan to value when it was all said and done was about 157%. And her car payment was $2,200 a month. She wasn't thrilled about the $2,200 a month payment, but she hated her EV Blazer and she was just happy that we got her out of it.
And the craziest part is she accepted it. $2,000 payment on a Ford Bronco. See, all of this could be completely avoided if you just buy what you can afford to buy. 2 vehicles she couldn't afford to buy. One lost massive value over 2 years. Well, over a few years that she's had it. Massive value because it's electric. Now she's trying to get into another vehicle that is also going to be continuing to lose value. And she had to roll over the negative equity from one vehicle to another vehicle. And she accepted it. And this is why you can't blame the dealerships, because they do exactly what you want them to do. They will pull strings. They will call as many banks as they can in order to get you into the vehicle and get the sale that you want. Get you the vehicle that you want. And you wonder why you're broke. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys next time.